Now, I also believe that death is a gift in many ways. And this is something that my parents taught me, because when my parents were getting older and I lived in the US, I just was really worried about, I cannot really help them. I cannot be really there for them. What needs to happen for them to have all the care that they need. And so I decided to do my very best for the last few years to really show up as often as possible, to do that trip to Germany, to call them every day, to have also a closer connection, deeper conversations, and just a way for me to know that once they are passing, I feel fulfilled with this relationship. And it really happened. These last few years with my parents were probably the best we ever had, because it made me realize that all these old resentments and things that triggered me and made me feel like, it drive me nuts, didn't really matter. Because what really mattered was that we have still time together. We still have the opportunity to laugh or eat and to see each other. And so when they were passing, I was at peace. Now, when they were passing, I also thought about, well, what about my relationship to myself? What about my relationship to my life? Can I say that I'm at peace with all of that? Can I say that I'm so full that I can easily let go because I really have no regrets? Well, I couldn't. And I still can't, because there are still things that I feel that I need to either explore or learn more or give more. But that is my intention. I don't any longer want to live on autopilot or just go through another year and another year because I feel like time is flying by anyhow faster. I want to be in a place where every day matters. And I know this is a wonderful, the power of now intention, and it's hard to really not forget. It's easy to just fall into those distractions and get overwhelmed by the obligations, and just in the end just look for these little joys, and the rest is just plowing it through. But if you really are seeing that this life is not eternal, that there is an expiration date, that there is an end to it, and if you're really having the intention to say, I want to go from a full heart, I want to go with that feeling of having done what I wanted to do, having learned what I wanted to learn, and maybe want to go and be able to answer the question, how much love did you give and experience? Like, a lot. I did a lot. Well, I think we all could really use this death as this idea, or this notion of death, as a motivation to become better people, to live more full lives, and to make a greater difference in the world. Because how many things are right now going on in the world that occupy our minds? These, the divisiveness in this country and other countries, and all this nick-nagging and criticizing, and there's so much negativity going around. And I think we are tempted to spend a lot of energy and focus on that, and realizing that maybe we're getting off track and we will eventually leave this life maybe half full or empty. Or maybe we feel there are a lot of regrets and a lot of missed opportunities to love. Well, that can be then today, as you're contemplating all of this, be the beginning of the first day of the rest of your life, and living in a way that it starts to fill you up, so that when you are about to go and I am about to go, we have a Jimmy Carter moment and we just feel at peace. Now, I want to leave you with a quote by Dr. Kübler-Ross. And I really love that quote because it shows you so much about that death is that friendly reminder about the preciousness of life. And it can be just that truth teller, and maybe also that inner compass that keeps us more on the track of what's important, not getting distracted by money worries or distracted by fears that, become bigger than ourselves, but really more guided towards what does my heart say? What is the right thing to do? How do I want to share myself with the world? So what she's saying is, or was, it's not the end of the physical body that should worry us. Rather, our concern must be to live while we are alive, to release our inner selves from the spiritual death that comes with living behind a facade, designed to conform to external definitions of who and what we are. And I think that living on autopilot, living behind a facade, living not on purpose, living with a miserable attitude, living with anger, frustration, that is when we really contemplate the inevitable fact of death, that is what can fall away. And we can realize, no, we can do better than that. We can be more sources of positivity, of forgiveness, of compassion, of doing the right thing, of honesty, and of love. Well, I hope this was not so bad talking about death. If you have any questions, I'm always there for you. You can reach me at drfriedemann.com. You can just reach out if you need help with fears, anxieties. My breakthrough program has helped countless people to overcome them and also to live more happy and purposeful lives because of it. So join me at drfriedemann.com, and you can see also a replay of this show on my YouTube channel, Dr. Friedemann Schaub. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being you.